Okay. Wow. Welcome back, everybody, to the final episode of the Small Town Girls Anonymous podcast for 2025.
Welcome.
We're
made
it.
Doing a 2-part special.
We are?
Yeah.
Amazing. I definitely knew that.
I was going to say I did include it in the notes.
I just thought it was like dividing up the conversation by 2 parts.
Well, that's basically what we're doing.
Oh. But it's being released as 2 separate episodes?
Yeah.
Oh, so you have to come back for the next one.
Precisely. So
if you want to hear more.
We are coming to you today on New Year's Eve, one of my favorite days of the year. And
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
And then part 2 will be coming out tomorrow on New Year's Day.
Amazing.
We also have a new set for those of you watching online. I came to Christie's humble abode today.
This is my place. Get to see. This is like behind the scenes for them, really. Like having a different set. This is a special little episode. Having it be 2 parts, New Year's Eve, different setting. It's something exciting.
Yeah.
You know.
Don't get used to it
fun.
though, because the lighting's better at my house.
I can't help the direction of the sun, unfortunately, and the window. But can't just move the window. But we'll make it work.
We're just making it work. We just had some. It's just unique. It's just a special day today. Christy is.
It's all special.
Taking it easy. I actually had to change around my entire schedule today.
Did you?
Yeah, very last minute.
What happened?
Well, my sisters and I were supposed to get lunch before this at noon.
Yeah.
And then come to find my mom was upset that we had not included her. So I super last minute got my shift covered at work for tonight so that we're going to all do dinner together after this.
Okay.
Yeah. And so it just was a little bit of a whirlwind. But since I was planning to have lunch with the sisters before recording and work afterwards, and Christy
in between.
Yeah, preferring not to drive, we came to her house.
Well, also with the weather we're having at the moment is kind of I'm impressed that your car makes it anywhere.
My car's incredible.
I cannot believe it. She's really a trooper.
She is a trooper. Yeah, the weather is. Christy's like, yeah, I'd rather Cass drive in her little LA car than me and my SUV.
I don't have 4-wheel drive anymore, though.
Oh, really? Well,
no.
I don't think I do either. I don't think I ever did. So yes. Anyways, last episode of the year.
Crazy. We did it.
We did it, Joe.
We did it, Joe.
I've been saying that to my sisters nonstop. We did it, Joe. Celeste is packing up her things.
I saw her stories. I'm stressed for her.
I'm sad.
There's a lot happening. So, because she leaves this week.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
She's aiming to leave for New Year's Day,
Aww.
aka the day after tomorrow, but she's also, I think, going to see how she feels because she's getting oral surgery tomorrow and she'll have to be put under anesthesia. So we'll see how she is. I told her after I got my wisdom teeth out, I was down for like 3 days.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend all that driving.
Yeah.
After, I mean, it's also just going to be hard that like you're swollen and you can't really talk and you can't really eat.
Celeste is built different. I'll tell you that. That girl, whatever she puts her mind to, she will be doing. She also starts class a week from today.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So she's.
That's a lot of things happening in a very short window.
I know. I think she's overwhelmed, but yesterday she was also just talking about how like at peace she feels about everything and how optimistic she feels about Minnesota, and she's just excited for this next chapter. So
yeah,
I'm excited for her.
If anyone can do it, it's her.
Yeah. It's just sad to see her go.
Yeah. She's been a good buddy, good little roomie for you.
Good little buddy.
Yeah.
I know. I'm about to be all by myself.
Which is really crazy because you've never really done that.
Yeah, I have.
Of like, well, not for an extended period of time.
I lived by myself for like 6 months.
That was...
in Grand Rapids.
Oh, that's true.
Mm-hmm. But, your mom just followed us on Instagram. Cindy, what took you so long?
After what? Over a
A year and a
year?
half.
Year and a half?
Okay, that's all right.
That sounds about right.
We'll take a straggler.
That sounds about right. It's fine. I don't think she listens very often. Anyways.
So how was your Christmas?
You know what? I'm going to say something that's really controversial. People aren't going to like it. This was a bad Christmas.
I feel like you're allowed to say that. That's not controversial.
No.
Because
people are always like, no, you
to...
have to say it's good.
No, it's
no,
unique
it
to
wasn't.
your circumstances. So
Then
it's not controversial if it's your experience.
I feel like to a lot of people's experiences, it was like to their circumstances, it was a bad Christmas.
Really? Speak for yourself.
I'm just gonna say, like, here's the deal. First of all, we had snow right before Christmas, and then it melts.
Remember how I said it would be a sick joke?
Yeah. And now it's snowing again today.
Yeah.
Like exactly a few days after. So that sucks. Because I really feel like the snow does. I mean, why else? It's one of the reasons I live here. I'm like, Michigan does seasons right. And when it does Christmas snow, it does it right. It's been really great. But this year was not one of them. And I'm like, you know what? That stinks. The other thing is I just felt like a lot of people were in this mood. And I heard this online too, that apparently a lot of people were saying it just didn't feel like Christmas yet. Which, I mean, to me it kind of did, but I still just felt like, I don't know.
That's just because people have forgotten how to get in the Christmas spirit.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I try to, and then I have a pile of decorations over here that just did not get put up. Like, I usually do stuff on my balcony, and like, we decorated the tree kind of late, and just, all of it just felt a little bit rushed, like, towards the end. I did get, like, all my shopping done, though, really early, and that was really great.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, it was just kind of like, you know that song, So This Is Christmas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, yeah, no, definitely
I'm
not.
like, you sad little person. No, I completely understand. And I do agree that, like, not every Christmas is going to be your Christmas. Of course, there's going to be Christmases thrown in there that just don't feel that way. And I will say that, like, my first few Christmases in LA definitely felt that way. Because it's, like, people are out here in their, like, bikinis. It just, you know. So I understand your sentiment. And I'm sorry that that was the reality for you this year.
You know, it's fine. It be that way. I will let people in on it that I am now 13 days post-op. I just had my second laparoscopic surgery. So it didn't help that I had surgery on the 16th and then like 10 days later, Christmas. So I wasn't drinking, still on meds, still feeling kind of bleh. Didn't sleep at my parents' house this year, actually, for the first time in my life, Christmas Eve. Nope. Because I was like, I have a whole elaborate, the pillow setup is like, it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
I have like special pillows and stuff, and it's a whole thing. And I was like, you know what? I do not want to haul all of that over to their house. There's usually no space for me anyways. They're like, oh, we have an air mattress. And I was like,
absolutely not.
I'm not comfortable on an air mattress anyways, and I'm barely comfortable right now, like, as it is. So that's not happening. But my roommate also stayed home because she felt under the weather. But it was actually really cute because we, like, had our Christmas pajamas and sat by the tree and just hung out for a little bit. And it was really nice. Like, we had a fun little night. And then we both got up super duper early and went to our families, and it felt like it was great. So
that's exactly what the girls and I did too.
Yeah.
We went to Mass with my family on Christmas Eve, had the Chinese food, we all hung out, watched some movies, read The Night Before Christmas, like, whole vibe, stayed there super late, and then the three of us girls, like, trudge off at, like, 11:30 p.m. and then wake up at the ripe time of 6 a.m. the next morning so that we can leave by 6:30 because my family insists on opening presents right at 7.
Really?
Even though most of my siblings are almost all adults at this point. And we didn't even start opening presents until 8 or 8:30 because we all just sat around waiting for everyone to wake up. Like, we walked in at 7 o'clock, which was the time that we told them we would be there.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom turns around from the coffee maker. She's like, oh, what are you doing here? We're like, this was the time we were instructed to come.
Let me guess, no one was ready.
Well, Aaron was awake and waiting for everyone to get there, and he's the youngest. So that's kind of like why we got there so early.
Yeah.
But I feel like I was like, I'm sleeping in my bed tonight. Sorry. The twins were like, why are you going all the way home? Like, it's just a couple hours. I'm like, you don't understand. First of all, I'm not sleeping on this couch.
And
Second
again,
of all, have you ever slept in my bed? No, or else you would understand.
for real. And if you say it again in a different way, it's just a couple of hours. Like, that couple of hours can make a difference.
Yeah. Also,
of your sanity or losing it.
We left after the twins had gone to bed, and we arrived back before they woke up. So they would have never even known.
So it was like you never even left.
Yeah.
Oh, okay then.
So
then who cares?
Yeah. Then we had like whole Christmas morning at my parents', and then the girls and I went back to our house, and we had our own little like gift exchange and stockings amongst ourselves. So Celeste and Mary did my stocking, me and Mary did Celeste, and like Celeste and I did Mary's, and that was like the sweetest moment of the whole day. Actually, we like had a couple of hours to ourselves. We all cried, had our gifts, and then we all took a nap, and then we hosted our family for dinner.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Yeah. So unfortunately, I can't relate to you in your sad Christmas because I had a great Christmas.
I mean,
great Christmas season overall. We did so many Christmas things.
Yeah.
It probably just felt extra Christmassy because it's the first time I've actually been with my family in the cold for Christmas in so long.
I was going to say that's probably what did it for you is you had the family nostalgia of like coming home and doing all of that stuff for the first time in like, honestly, what, half a decade?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
why you gotta say half a decade?
Because it's 5 years.
I just think old.
It just like shows how much time has passed.
I know.
You know?
Yeah.
Also, people don't say it enough.
So yeah, that was my Christmas.
Wow, I'm really happy for you for that. That is great.
Our home turned out exactly the cozy cabin vibes we wanted it to be. We baked so many cookies. We had Christmas records going. We got the matching pajamas. We took Christmas card photos.
Wow.
The only thing we didn't do, unfortunately, was volunteer to the lesser fortunate. But we'll do that next year
for sure.
Yeah.
I know. Like, I don't mean to sound like I'm complaining because I know that there's a lot worse that could be going on in your life, you know, for Christmas. And of course, being grateful for what you've got is very important and remembering all of that. But I also had to tell myself, I was having this thought while driving to my parents' Christmas Eve or Christmas morning that I was like, you know, here's the deal. Of your whole life, it's far more likely that you will have more happy Christmases than unhappy ones. Like the odds are just that. Mm-hmm. And maybe not every year you can accept not having like a great one, like a happy one. Yeah. And you just have to tell yourself that like someday there will be Christmases much better than this.
Right.
You know?
Like it's just not your year for a good Christmas, but that doesn't mean every Christmas thereafter is going to be bad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And just accepting, like it just reminded me that like not every Christmas will be like. It just made me, well, that was one of the things is I was like, oh, I'm probably, you know, not going to have kids for a while. Oh. And like not having kids on Christmas morning and then, yeah. So it's just, I'm not going to get into it. No, I'm not.
Feels. You took that to a deep, deep level. We can talk
That's
about
what
it.
No, we're not going to talk about it. No. Okay. We're going to, because I already got choked up just saying that there. So it just reminded me that there will be like Christmases one day that I will be really happy and everything will be different. And I will hardly remember what this felt like, you know? So that's why it's okay to accept it. I'm not a Scrooge or anything.
No, you're not a Scrooge.
I still got into the spirit. I have been watching so many Christmas movies.
Oh, yeah, we've watched some.
I have seen, okay, let me tell you. I my family, right? We touched on this, being the Polar Express haters.
Mm-hmm.
And my brother brought this up at the dinner table, I
Uh-oh.
think on Christmas Eve. And I was like, okay, but have you like ever taken like a pain pill and then watched the Polar Express?
Did you give him one of your pain pills?
No. No. I took
You're like,
one.
here, take an Oxy.
I took one and watched the Polar Express. And let me tell you, I had a great time. It was great. Those train scenes of like going downhill on the tracks, that's what you need.
That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about. I felt a little motion sick.
Merry and bright. Merry and
So,
bright.
like I said, all the Christmas movies, I've seen ones that I haven't seen in years. I've seen ones that I've never seen before. I should be keeping a list of all of them because that's what's been keeping me in the spirit.
And whatever it takes.
Honestly, anything it takes.
Whatever it takes. I mean, I think like two things can definitely be true, because something that I feel as if I've seen you struggling with is you trying to get in the spirit, but also being realistic about the fact that not everything is ideal the way you would want it to be, and you're trying to manage like the conflicting emotions of wanting it to be great, but also knowing it's not ideal. And I think it's just like in a lot of cases, both things can be true and they can coexist together, and that doesn't demean one or the other. Like, they're both equally as prevalent, and that's okay. And yes, I had a very cheery, bright, Christmassy Christmas, but I also got very emotional too on Christmas evening, just comparing where I was last year with where I am this year, and all of the things that are different for me too in that regard. And I had to take a moment and be like, wow, like everything is really great. It's crazy that I'm in this house and my family's here and we're all together, but I'm also like really sad in this moment too.
We're holding space for that.
Yeah.
Not both of us with like tears in our eyes.
I know, we're both like, I'm also like due to start my period at any given minute. So that's where we're at.
Well,
a last shed. Oh, speaking of shed, wait, we can't get there yet. Hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me update the camera here.
What was the best thing you got this year?
Okay. Wait, are you asking questions from my notes? You are. I was like, wait, that sounds familiar. Okay, the best thing I got so many good gifts, actually, first of all. Like, I was so spoiled. Celeste and Mary specifically, like, really went all out for me, and I was like, you two are more broke than I am.
Isn't that great when you've had a little bit of a tragic year and people are like, what's up the game?
Yeah. So I just felt very seen by them with what they got me, and it was very sweet, hence why I cried. But my favorite gift, is the only one I have not received in the mail yet, and it's a pair of ice skates.
Oh, really?
Figure skates, because that's going to be my new, I'll show you a photo. They're so cute. It's going to be my new hobby. The girls also gifted me a harmonica, so I'm going to also pick up that as well. I have a story to tell you. I don't think you've heard about this yet, but
okay.
Hold on.
I'm intrigued.
These are my skates. Aren't they cute?
Those are very cute. Wow. Are those like actually vintage?
No.
Okay.
But they look it, right?
They do look it.
So I got a lot of fun hobby stuff. So I got ice skates. The girls gave me watercolors. Wow. I have the harmonica. I also bought myself a brick for my phone, have you ever heard of that?
Why don't you explain it to the folks? Because I definitely know what it is.
A brick is just like a physical square that locks you out of your phone, essentially. So you know how you can put time limits on your apps on your phone already? But if you want, you could just say ignore time limit. So basically the brick does the same thing. Like the physical brick connects to an app, and you can put time limits on whatever apps you want to. And then you keep your brick like on your fridge. It's like a magnet, your physical brick. And then if you hit the time limit on your apps, it locks you out, and you need the physical brick and to touch it to your phone to unlock you out of your apps. So if you're out and about on errands and you're trying to scroll on TikTok and you use up your time limit and your brick's at home, then you're shiz out of luck. You don't get to be on TikTok. Whoa. So my social media addiction is getting to the point where I need a physical barrier. And so we are bricking my phone in the new year, and I'm doing hobbies. Yeah.
Wow.
Because I can't just delete my apps because I use them for work. Otherwise I would. But then I'm so susceptible to just doom scrolling, and I cannot be having that in the new year.
No.
So anyways, I got all those things.
Wow.
So I'm very excited to set very specific boundaries for myself. I forgot how I was going to connect this to the gift thing, but I think I forgot to tell you, or we just haven't seen each other since. Remember the party that I threw that you didn't come to because you were having surgery?
Yeah, because I was literally in the hospital.
Yeah. I got blackout drunk. Blackout.
I missed it.
Blackout. I don't remember 75% of that night. I don't know how it happened. I drank like probably a bottle of half of champagne on an empty stomach, and then apparently I took 3 shots. I don't remember taking them. I was black out. It was very bad.
Why did you do that?
I clearly had some steam I needed to blow off, and I knew that in my mind. I was like, I'm throwing this party. I'm gonna get lit.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna be really flirty with certain people, and then I need it out of my system. And that's exactly what happened. But I did not intend for it to go that far. So I got blackout. I threw up all over my bed that night. Yeah. And thank God I had some intense stain remover the next day. It's all clean now. I had to work the next day from 12 to like 9:30. I threw up on the way to work, merging onto the highway into an Amazon package bag in my car with all the windows down. Like,
thank God that was there.
Yeah. Yeah. Walk into work, can't hold down water. I'm severely dehydrated. Nothing is settling in my stomach. I threw up 5 times at work throughout my shift. I was trembling. I was like hunched over. I was ill. Yeah, and they wouldn't send me home.
Whoa.
Martine was like, you did this to yourself. I was like, I know, but anyways, all that to say, I haven't drank since. So I also wasn't drinking during Christmas.
Wow.
I think that's how I was going to connect it. It's just a very delayed story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the question was best gift. So
best gift I gave to myself. Surprise. Yeah, I forget how that was going to connect.
Okay.
But that happened also.
Wow.
So you know. Yeah, I feel like you should know.
Wow. Well.
Anyways, I guess maybe I was going to connect it by that I'm being more wholesome this year. I don't know. Those are my favorite gifts.
Okay.
What?
That's gonna, okay.
Yeah. I'll cut this out, but apparently I was also shamelessly flirting with Ollie.
Oh, I believe it.
Like
believe
legs draped over his legs, like grabbing his arm. We didn't make out or anything, but he was the last to leave, and I think he was waiting for me to ask him to stay over. Yeah. Celeste and Mary were appalled. They were trying to get him to leave.
They're like, actually, you need to get out.
Yeah, I was apparently in the bathroom. Crazy night.
Wow.
Anyways.
Crazy.
Yeah, so what was your best gift that you got?
So, well, the good part is I have several gifts that I know I have not received yet.
Oh.
Which is fun, because it gets like spread out a little bit over a few days, over a week or two. So I've had people who are like, your gift's not here yet, it's still coming, which is fun.
I have your gift at home that I completely forgot to bring.
I have yet to order yours because I know what I want to get.
Chrissy's been saying all month,
Here's
you're the
fun
fun one. I haven't bought
Here's
for you
the
yet,
deal,
but don't
though.
worry, it's fun.
But I want it to be perfect. Because also, you're a lot like my sister to buy for, where she likes what she likes. And she's very particular about what she likes. And you have very bougie taste, let me say. You have bougie taste, and so I know I can't just buy any crap.
Well, just know that I've already gotten so many things above and beyond what I wanted, so anything extra at this point is a bonus.
And that's why I'm going into the recesses of my mind and figuring stuff out of what you've said and what you like, and I know what I want to get you. I'm not sure if you want it anymore, but I think that you still would.
Okay.
And I saved it like almost 2 years ago because you really wanted it, and you weren't going to buy it for yourself, though.
A horse?
No. That would be great. That we would be sharing the horse.
Wait, that would be sick.
That would actually be great if we could share a horse. Put a pin in that.
Yeah. Table that later.
But So I wasn't sure if I was going to buy this particular thing or find something very similar to it.
2 years ago I wanted it?
Yeah, and I wrote it down and I saved the link and everything.
Wow.
Because I do that kind of thing. But unfortunately, I was also going for cheap Christmas this year.
Right.
Because I have been off of work, because I am recovering, and because I just needed that time off. So I was like, you know what? We're going to do cheap Christmas. And I hate cheap Christmas. Let me say that.
I hate cheap Christmas.
I despise cheap Christmas.
I will say, though, that after this holiday season, I woke up the day after Christmas and looked at my credit card balance and I had an aneurysm. And then I paid it all off all at once, which was a lot. It was stressing me out.
Dang.
I was like, I got to clear this, and now I'm taking my credit card away from myself for the first couple months of the year. And all of my family birthdays happen in January, February, March. So birthday season is right around the corner. I said, you're all getting a watercolor painting with my new paints and a baked good. And honestly,
that's great.
I think it's going to slap. But on the note of cheap Christmas, my sister Celeste, not that she's cheap, but she did do a few handmade gifts this year, and they landed harder than like any other gifts.
But it's hard because handmade, that still doesn't equate to cheap.
Sometimes, I feel like a lot of times it can.
Oh, not always. Mm-mm.
Like she crocheted my sister a pair of mittens with yarn that probably just like one skein of yarn.
Do you know how much it costs, like, for yarn these days?
A skein of yarn?
Yeah.
No more than $20.
Well, less than that, but it depends on how much you need and what quality you're getting.
Okay, well, one skein of yarn, less than $20. Pair of mittens, handmade. There you go. Time. Cheap Christmas. She crocheted Austin a whole sweater.
Wow.
In it.
Okay, again, the time in that is a lot. You have to start that like a year before.
She started it like the week before. She was crocheting all of Christmas Eve, all through the night.
That's insane.
She was burning the oil for that
sweater.
Could
never be me.
But, I mean, I'll be doing watercolors and baked goods, and that'll be cheap. But I think, like, Celeste inspired Mary and I both with her gifting this year. Okay. And the way she received. Because she was like, I'm not making a list. Just everyone get me what, what comes to mind when you think of me or whatever.
Okay.
And we all did. And she got, like, amazing gifts. And me and Mary, who had both made wish lists, were like, we did that too. You're onto something. And then she was just like very thoughtful with her gifts.
Yeah.
And very intentional. So.
Okay.
I feel like there's a way to do cheap Christmas right. You just have to give it a lot more thought than expensive Christmas.
Yeah. And I have done a lot of handmade gifts, I will say. I've done the handmade cards. And I didn't feel like it this year. I gotta say, I did not feel like doing any of that. I could have. I just didn't want to. Mm-hmm. I was like, I don't have the energy for it. I've taken a nap almost every day for the past 2 weeks.
Welcome to the dark side.
Almost every single day. It's been great, but also terrible at the same time because it's ruined my sleep schedule. Mm-hmm. So now I'm not going to sleep until 2 or 3 a.m. And waking up at 10 a.m. because I work the night shift in my mind.
Yep, we do work the night shift.
We're the ones who keep the midnight oil burning.
Yeah.
But, for no good reason whatsoever. So, the other thing I will say before I get to my gift, the other thing I'm going to say that made a bad Christmas, did you watch the Lions game? Ugh. That was an embarrassment.
I honestly don't give a rip about the game. Yes, it was an embarrassment. I was annoyed terrible. That it took over the whole Christmas and my whole family was watching it rather than hanging out with us.
See, I didn't care that it took over the day because at that point, my sister had left with my nephew, and I was like, well, the day's over. So once the little kid is gone at Christmas, you're like, oh, all right, now nothing matters. So I had a nap, woke up, we had snacks, watched the game. It was terrible. We're officially out of the playoffs. No Super Bowl. Not that we deserved to go to the Super Bowl this year. We would have been absolutely decimated in the next game. It would have been terrible. It would have been really, really bad. But it's just really disappointing because it's like the last 2 years to get so close.
Yeah.
And also, I would like to add, everyone keeps blaming Jared Goff for this. It is not his fault. Everyone needed to haul ass. Nobody else was hauling. And everyone else, you know what? A lot of other people were having fumbles. Saw a lot of sloppy playing out there, and it wasn't all his fault. He's got too much pressure put on him. That's what I'll have to say about that.
Heard.
People are too harsh on him right now on the internet, and I'm going to be someone on the internet who is not too harsh on him. Jared, you're perfect and everything's great. But everyone else needs to pull it together.
Yeah.
Everybody else. Even Gibbs was off his game. Everybody was off their game. You know what? Like I said, made me too upset. So literally, we turn off
Your
the game.
Midwest is showing.
We turn off the game, and we're like, me and my brother just look at each other, and we just go, I need a minute. It was terrible. It was everyone was in a bad mood.
And I hate that football has that effect.
No, for real. I was like, why did this dictate the rest of my night?
Yeah.
Why did it? I woke up mad the next day. Yeah. I've been mad every day since. But you know what?
It's about to be a new year.
It's about to be a new year.
You gotta let that shiz go. You've gotta let that go, my friend. Write a letter and throw it into a fire. Write a letter to Dan Campbell, put it in the fire.
Yep.
So best gift?
Best gift, okay. So I got, in that bag there, quite a few great gifts. But I'm going to show you the one that made my jaw absolutely drop. So I open the card.
I'm afraid for that coffee on you.
There is this sticker. It's hardly full. You remember Charles Ingalls? This shirtless Charles Ingalls sticker. I literally gasped when I opened it. Like, could not handle myself. Not sure where I'm going to put it.
I was going to say, like, right next to your bed, or?
I have no idea where we're going to put this. But you know what? It's great. I love this.
Wow, so best gift?
I love this. Best
naked
gift.
Charles Ingalls?
I also half naked Charles Ingalls, and I also got one of, this is Sully from Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman. This is the ideal man. If anyone's listening, this is what I'm looking for. This is the guy. I will settle for nothing less than this man. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, just a couple of guys from some 1970s, 80s pioneer shows.
Yeah.
This is the vibe.
If that's you.
If this is you, come find me.
Girl.
Because that's what I'm looking for. So, yeah, those are my favorite gifts that I got. I also got a little crock pot.
Oh,
so
cute.
Yeah. I made chicken in it last night.
Nice.
So.
What was your best Christmas moment?
My brain keeps going over the worst moments, and I'm like, stop doing that. Probably just watching my nephew open presents. Aww. Like seeing him, like, actually be able to do it this year and care about everything, and like so meticulously just like. It really puts things into perspective to get to watch a kid like do Christmas for the first time, really, where he like understands what's going on, because he took every opportunity. My leg is so uncomfortable right now. He like did not want to rush through everything. He just stopped and would admire everything and like really take time, wanted to play with everything a little bit. And we're all like, the stack of presents this kid got. I was like, this is going to take all day. But he really just appreciated everything for what it was. And you really thought, like, he's going to get tired of this or get stuck on one thing. He didn't. He just, he appreciated everything. So it was nice seeing that.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Kids really do bring the magic back
to
really
all the
holidays. Yeah.
They have all of it. So that was really nice. That was fun.
Cute. I have big feelings question mark in the notes. I feel like we already talked about our big feelings.
We did talk about the big feelings. I have them. I said big feelings, sadness, disappointment, happier Christmas is yet to come.
Yeah.
Those are my notes.
Yeah. I feel like we don't need to talk anymore about
I think we're good with that.
Big feelings.
Should we start the year?
Yeah, let's
talk about the new year.
So that's our Christmas recap, everyone. I needed everyone to know I got blackout. Christmas was great for me. It was mixed feelings for Christy. I had a sad moment. I'm gonna be doing hobbies this year, and
which, you know what is crazy? I gotta say this. I had the thought that I was like, what if I got her something hobby related to start a new hobby? And then I remembered you said, no, I don't want hobbies. I don't want all that stuff. I'm not going to craft. I don't want that stuff, Christy.
Well, notice that none of the hobbies that I have been talking about are crafting.
Painting's a craft.
No, it's an art.
Debatable.
I don't consider it crafting.
Because it crossed my mind. What is crafting to you? I'm just curious.
Just like crafting entails like cutting things up, putting things together. Yeah. Cutting things up and putting things together. That's crafting.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just need to know what constitutes a craft to you.
Yeah, when I think of crafting, that's what I think of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've been thinking, I was like, she needs to just, I don't know. There's just the feeling, though, of like doing something with your own two hands and like producing something out of it that you just feel so proud of. And like I said, if you can make a gift out of it, that's even better.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not always cheaper. And crafting, hobbies alone can get really expensive. Really expensive.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad you got stuff that interests you. So.
Yes, I'm excited to be an ice skating queen.
We should go skating.
Do you have skates?
Yeah. Of course I have skates. I have two pairs of skates actually. I have a regular pair and then I have a pair that I got at a thrift store that are definitely from the 80s.
Oh.
They were really cute. I have no idea if they're good enough to use.
We should definitely go ice skating.
They're super cute.
The Ann Arbor Ice Cube's right around the corner from here.
I also have a little pond down here that gets really frozen.
Oh, really? I'm scared.
I saw people skate on it last year.
I'm scared of bodies of water.
I wanted to go join them.
It was literally 60 degrees yesterday.
You have seen Little Women too many times.
It was 60 degrees yesterday.
Well, not today, obviously. You have to wait for that deep freeze. We will hit
When does that happen?
Oh, like late January. We will hit the deep freeze in Michigan. Okay. It comes and it doesn't let up till about mid-March, I would say. Like nothing is moving. Mm-hmm. Nothing. So you wait until then and then you go out. Because I saw people out here doing it last year and I was like, why don't I do that? They weren't scared of breaking the rules. Sure, there's signs up. They didn't give a rip.
Yeah, who's going to go out and monitor the ice rink?
The only people watching them was me and my roommate going, we want to join them.
Yeah.
We want to go like
no one gets
hang
a flying
out.
F. Everyone wants to be inside. No one wants to bother themselves going out there and shooing people away.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
So before we get into part 2 of our episode, I figured we would do a quick year in review just so we can leave everything 2025 in this episode and just solely focus on 2026 in the next episode. Celeste and Mary and I have been talking a lot recently about how we have come to find that 2025, shocker, was the year of the snake.
Oh, I knew that.
Snake,
I knew that.
Snake equals...
It was supposed to be Reputation, Taylor's version, and that didn't happen.
Snake represents shedding the old things that are misaligned and don't serve you.
Interesting.
Yeah. The year from hell. 2026, do you know what it is?
The year of the capybara? I don't know.
Capybara.
That would be great, wouldn't it?
Year of the horse.
Year of the horse, really? Mm-hmm. Okay, that's a good sign.
Yeah, so
that's a great sign.
I've been seeing just me.
Me, myself, and I.
Just me and my personalities, of which there are many, have been seeing. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm starting to realize that I'm saving things under both of our podcast TikTok and my personal TikTok.
Oh, boy.
It's hard to tell what gets saved on what pages.
Where did it go? Also, I got to comment, your nails are very pretty.
Thanks.
They look really nice.
Did you know they're sparkly?
They are. I do see that. That's why I thought they were really pretty, that I haven't seen ones like that in person before.
Okay, well, I guess I lost the year of the snake. Dang, flabbit. Hold on.
It shed a little too much, and now it's gone.
I know. Let me go to Pinterest, because the comparison of the year of the snake to the year of the horse is, like, very cool. Please hold for Pinterest quote. Looks at watch. 2026, the year of the horse. The horse awakens momentum, calling us to rise. There will be renewed confidence, independence, clarity, financial progress, and bold action. In 2026, we will reclaim our direction and finally chase what our spirit has been calling us towards.
I like that.
I feel very aligned with that.
That's very helpful.
So it says, the year of the snake, 2025, consists of truth, grief, endings, detox, end of cycles, shedding, lifting of veils. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we had a lot of that, didn't we?
What the hell?
I know. 2026, year of the horse, movement, new beginnings, alignment, freedom, return to truth, beauty, passion, flow.
Let's hope that that's as accurate as last year's was.
The snake asked you to let go. The horse asks you to rise.
Wow.
Isn't that really cool?
I like that a lot.
I feel very optimistic about the new year based on just all these. Because, man, 2025 really was the year of the snake. The snake was working overtime to make everyone's life hell. Oh, it shed to the max. Literally, my life got whittled down to a literal twig.
But then you got to rebuild it.
And now we're
to what you want
and moving forward. So, wait, hold on. I did go back and listen to our last year's episode, bits and pieces, and I was like,
I couldn't bring myself to, because I was like, you know what? I am going to cringe too much.
It's actually crazy because now we're always going to have the podcast as like a personal diary.
Yeah, so we can cringe next year.
That will always exist.
You'll be like, remember when I said it'd be the year of the horse?
Yeah. No, don't say those things.
I try to be realistic, and that is my curse. I know you're always very optimistic. And
you're not realistic, you're pessimistic. You literally are.
Okay.
You're a pessimist.
Okay. But my realism about the Christmas things, I could have said every Christmas is going to be bad. Like, because this Christmas is bad, therefore all Christmases will be bad. I said, no, this is just one bad Christmas. And even though I feel like I've been living in the Groundhog Day of Christmases for the past 10 years, you know what? There will be change eventually.
Mm-hmm.
And that is why next year I should spend Christmas in New York. But
yeah, do it.
You know, who knows? But anyhow,
maybe your last Christmas in your 20s.
I didn't need that, but thanks.
So if you could embody 2025 in one word, what would it be?
I haven't done my word of the year yet because I wait until New Year's Eve. Oh, for 2025?
And not even your word of the year, but what did that end up being?
Ooh.
Do you remember?
I thought it was childlike.
Oh, yeah.
If I recall correctly, if that was exactly a year ago, then oh my gosh, it's been so long.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking back earlier today to like stuff that happened in January and February, and I was thinking, no, that wasn't this year. Yes, it was.
I know.
It feels like 3 years ago,
it feels like
or
forever
2 years ago.
I know.
But it was only 1 year. Part of me just feels like the word is kind of like, not rough, maybe like grit, or like, because I feel like the way you said, like getting down to the bare bones, going back to the beginning, starting over from where you thought like you would be and going, okay, what am I doing differently this time? Like keeping some of what you have, but then also completely changing it up. A word to embody it.
I really can't think of one word for myself, honestly. I'm like, humbling.
Yeah, humbling would be a word.
Humbling, challenging, grief-stricken.
Maybe I
straight
had.
up hard.
I feel like
Straight
up hard.
Unexpected.
I feel like you had this somewhere in our notes. Yeah, I feel like all those words cover it really well.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like that's enough of a recap, frankly. I don't want to keep talking about it. I'm like ready to put this year in the past and move forward, as the horse says, rise to what's next.
I keep picturing like Spirit, you know, the horse.
Yeah, he'll be our
the
godfather.
Sexy horse.
Our godfather in 2026. Well, any last words then for our last episode of 2025? Our last...
I gotta say, I remember from last New Year's Eve that it was just me and my roommate here, and we decided to play a song at midnight of random from like her Spotify or something. It would just come from like recently played, popular, whatever. And it was I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, which I gotta say was such a real choice.
Yeah.
It was really foreboding, but also really helpful in a lot of ways, because I felt like with all I went through, from my career changes to my health downsliding to just deciding to go back to school, there were so many moments where I just felt like this is an impossible climb uphill and I don't know how to get to the top, and I just want to like sit down and like have a meltdown and like not get up and move. But I would tell myself, like, I would keep thinking of that song and I would stop and I'd cry, and then I'd say, all right, time to move on. Time to keep trudging, because movement is movement and growth is growth. And even if you feel completely broken by what happened in this past year, it can only get better. We're only moving towards better things.
Amen.
And if you made it through 2025, congratulations. You've leveled up to the next level. You survived. You know?
Man, I actually don't know anyone where this was like a red letter year for them.
I can't think of a single.
Maybe I just like ignore that and push it to like the bottom of my mind.
I don't either, though, honestly.
Yeah, that's right.
I feel like everyone was just going through it. And I gotta say, I'm not gonna call it the worst year of my life. I'm not gonna do that, because I do feel grateful for the things that happened that pushed me to the changes that I do have now. I do feel significantly happier because of this year. I do feel like one of the biggest things that I had like been praying for the last couple of years, but specifically in last year, I just felt something was entirely missing from my life. Like I wasn't doing something I was supposed to. And I just kept saying, like, God, you just need to like direct me to where this emptiness is coming from, because I cannot find it. And like, I just need you to like figure this out for me, because I have no idea what I'm doing next. And like, just from the series of events that happen, from things going awry with my job and feeling like I needed to get out of that environment, and then being thrust into a world of healthcare around me all at once, it was like just so blatantly obvious that God's like, this is where you're supposed to be, and this is what you need to do. And I still have moments that I sit and I'm like, I can't believe I didn't make this decision any sooner, but I also feel so grateful that I didn't do it sooner, because it all just is collaborating and working so well at once, and I feel so much happier for it. So while the year was super difficult, I am really grateful for this year as well. And you moved back here, which is also really great.
Well, we're going to have to stop us right here, otherwise I'm going to start sobbing. I won't even give my spiel on that level, because I will, in fact, melt into a puddle.
That's okay.
But I agree with you. I think, like, yes, this year was very hard, but I think a lot of good things have and will continue to come from it.
Oh, yeah.
And I think you're right in saying that we both still have so much to be grateful for. And on that note, thank you guys so much for listening. Stay tuned for the episode coming out tomorrow, because we are going to be chatting all about the new year and everything we're excited for, we're planning for, we're scheming for. and everything we're leaving behind. So we'll talk to you then.
Yay!
Bye.
Bye.